Good morning, Rob. Thank you for joining me today. I wanted to follow up on our meetings we've had over the last couple of weeks. And we've taken a lot of notes, and I want to make sure that we're on the right path together. And you said you'd like a better understanding of some of our capabilities. So what I want to do is, I've written these down ahead of time, and hopefully when you came in, you read the board and you kind of said, wow, what do those mean? What are those all about? And I'm trying to whet the appetite here, because where I'm going to build a story around this. And should take, no more than 15 minutes, hopefully 10 minutes. And I'll have a story around this where we can take a journey together. So what this really is, these are key capabilities of the Oracle platform as a service solution. So I know you've heard me mention this before. So really what I want to talk to you about today is that. So it's also known as Oracle Private Cloud. I think you recognize it as platform as a service. So what I want to do is talk about, in their meetings, you talked about the challenges you had and the things you want to achieve over time. So I think it's important that we first understand, the two of us understand, and our organizations understand what platform as a service means. So from a meeting objective perspective, I think we have two. I think one, if you agree, I think one would be a common understanding. Oh, my screen just went down. Common understanding of platform as a service. And two would be alignment. And alignment in not only what you and I want to achieve, but really what our organizations and where they're going. So it would really be a far more effective roadmap or strategy or transformational play if our strategies, Oracle strategies, were solving ACCO's business problems and business challenges. And that's where we want to go. So if you agree, great. Thank you. And we'll continue on. So let's, for the purposes to remind me, especially what we're talking about, let's talk about your challenges. And from the notes I took, you have three that really come to mind, and they keep resurfacing. And one of those is you want your IT department to deliver solutions faster. And absolutely makes sense. Number two, you talked about being able to offer your customer, the business, improved service levels. And the third one is cost containment, cost reduction, and while at the same time becoming more efficient. And we want this cost arrow to go down, not up. So we could get you there. And platform as a service can get you there. So what we want to do is we want to start looking at how these key capabilities can affect these business challenges. And which ones? Not all of them right now, but we definitely want to take a look at your most pressing business challenges and apply platform as a service towards a solution. So if we looked at those business challenges, agility comes to mind. I think, let's put another cloud down here called cost, and another one over here, let's call that one risk. And by risk, I mean your business has a tough time predicting their solutions coming from IT if they don't have service levels they can count on. Also, risk is lessened or mitigated with faster solution delivery. So how do we do it? How does Oracle plan to build this thing? So what we start with is, frankly, I'll do some Lego blocks. And infrastructure as a service, means things like hardware, storage, operating systems. That is the foundation onto which we build the next step. And the next step would include middleware as a service and database as a service. So if your applications are residing in this space, and your applications team could deliver apps they could develop them faster or more efficiently, and they could deliver or deploy faster and better. This whole play is really what we refer to as platform as a service. So very, very high level. There's a lot of detail I'm not talking about. But I know that you're one to often say to me, well, how do I get there? What's the first step? And you have said that your organization is rather siloed today. So you've got these silos of platforms throughout your organization. The business has some ownership of those silos. IT's got multiple silos. So that is what you said where you are today. So let's take a first crack at it. A very simple, I make it sound simple, this is complex, but it's a simple model might be a more standardized or really a consolidated environment. So if we do both standardization and consolidation, the next step would be a pretty obvious one, and we look at optimization. So as you can imagine, this is all over time, because time is going to take us from this to this to this, but frankly, there's a value story that brings high value here. We get here, and guess what? We start affecting risk. We take risk down. We get here in the optimized play, and standardized play, we start affecting cost very early on in the Paas role. We do these things, as I said, we start taking on cost and tackling the cost issue of managing all these multiple platforms you've got into a single engineered platform that works really well together and drives app development, app deployment, and solves those business challenges we've talked about, and we need to nail those. This, of course, all plays towards agility. So you need agility within your organization to achieve these things and solve these problems. And we're going to take you there. We've got customers today that have gone down this journey with us. It's been over time, and they've had incredible results based on either cost or whatever they were trying to achieve from a business challenge perspective. They've achieved them. What we want to do now is talk about next steps. So what I'd like to propose, if you don't mind, in the next couple of weeks, we get your IT department together and we do a couple things. So next steps, one, we do a workshop for your IT folks. So your folks, we get in a room and we talk about what this could look like for your organization, because no two are the same, but this is really what we want to introduce to them, is some of the capabilities, the key capabilities of Paas. The other one we want to talk about is getting your executive to an event to show them. So get your executive to an event to show them where you're taking them. I think the executive, you told me, your executive want to see a plan in place that helps them understand how IT is going to bring the business along rather than the business bringing IT along. So I hope that makes sense. Again, let's do this one in the next couple of weeks. Let's do this one in the next 30 days. Do you agree? All right, well, thank you very much. And again, thank you for your time. And let's talk about this more if you've got a few minutes.